Hi guys, welcome back to my kitchen and channel. So today I'm going to show you my version of curry peas or peas dal as you want to say it. So this can be eaten with roti, starter roti, or any roti of your choice, or even rice. So this is the ingredients that I'm going to be using. I have 2 onions finely cut up. I have some garlic that's diced and finally it's really fine. I have 3 pimento peppers here, and I have my scotch bonnet pepper. In the back here I have my curry powder, geera powder, and saffron powder or tumeric powder. So let's get started putting this together. In my heated pot here I have my oil that I'll be adding. So let that come to temperature and then I'll show you. So to check the oil to see if it's heated, just add a couple pieces of that onion and you see how it's bubbling. So I'm going to add in my onion. Let that saute up first. Let that color start to come in, that nice light golden brown color, and then I'll add my garlic and my peppers. So it has gotten that slightly brown color that I was looking for. Now I will add my garlic and some of my pimento peppers. And my half of scotch bonnet pepper goes in. So I'm just showing you a different way I go about my curry mixture. Usually I will add my curry powder and all the rest of the powder in here and add the water. But I'm doing it this way today. So you're going to add some water in your bowl, like the long time way. This is how we fry up our curry back in the old days. Just to dissolve all that curry, all the grains from the curry and the saffron and the geera. And now I will add it to the pot. That's called the chunking method. And now we're going to let this fry up here for a bit to get a little thick. And I'll show you when it's fried up. So just before it's finished frying up or getting like really thick, I'm adding in my salt. Because once your base is flavored properly, then your whole dish is going to be flavored really nice. Your flavoring got to start at the beginning. I forgot to mention, you have to use a little bit of green seasoning as well. That green seasoning consists of just basic bandanya or shadow beni, garlic, pimento peppers, hot scotch bonnet peppers. If you want to add celery to it, that's great. The celery will give it a nice flavor as well too. And you see how that sauce, that gravy is getting thick. That's the base for our peas. So here now I will add my washed pigeon peas. I will give this a mix. There's nothing better than freshly picked and shelled pigeon peas in a dish rather than the frozen one. But if you cannot get access, I know a lot of people cannot get access to the fresh peas, there is the frozen one. You just have to boil it or scald it a little bit before doing my method, and it will be just as great. So I'm going to let this fry up for a little bit, like 5 minutes. I'm going to cover it, and then I will add my water. So I'll show you. So we're going to check it, and you hear that frying up, that sizzling. That is what you're looking for. You know that the peas or the peas pods is coated with that curry mixture. And here is where I will add the rest of my pimento peppers. Now if you want it more spicy, like hot, you can add your whole scotch bonnet pepper. It all depends on your taste. And here is where I will add my water now. I always have my hot water from my kettle, so the cooking process will continue. It will not slow it down. And we're going to give this a mix again, and we're going to let this cook until that peas is softened and it's cracked, and all that, the inside of the peas will let out its little starch, and it will thicken up that sauce. We don't want this curry peas on the thick side, because we're going to eat it with roti today. So it all depends on what you're eating it with. That's the consistency you're going to leave it with. So let this continue to cook. I'm going to cover it, and I'll show you when it's almost finished what it looks like. So I'm going to check it, and this is what it will look like with that first set of water, which was 4 cups of water. And when you're turning it, you will know if your peas is good, but mine is a little bit, it's feeling heavy, so it's a little bit on the hard side. So I am going to add in some more water. I'm going to go in with 2 cups. I still have 2 cups that's heated there in the kettle, and a sprinkle of that roasted geera. And we're going to give this a mix or turn again. And we're going to cover it and let it continue to cook. And as I said, when that peas is cracked, then I will know it's good. It will feel lighter as well too, and you will see that difference in that consistency with that gravy. You will see it. So I'm going to cover it and let it continue to cook, and we're going to check it another time. So the peas is feeling lighter, and they are starting to crack. So let me give you a closer look to it. Let me zoom in and give you that closer look. There we go. So if you can see the peas, they are cracking, and that is what you want, because you want that inside of that peas to loosen up and to let out into that gravy. So you can thicken it up slightly. To get that gravy to a nice consistency for that roti. It still has about 20 minutes again to go, because not all is cracked. Most of them are. So I'm going to cover it and continue to let it cook, and I'll show you when it's done. Taste for salt at this point and adjust to suit. So I'm going in to check it one more time. And it looks and feels good now. The peas are cracked, it's feeling light, and the sauce is not too thin, it's just right. Let me give you that closer look to it. So I'm going to turn off my stove and time to enjoy this delicious curry peas. Now there are different versions to this. You can add aloo to it, a potato. You can add tanya to it. You can even add eddos to it, just to give that gravy a little to thicken up that gravy a little bit, or give it that extra little consistency to it. But this version today is just plain curry peas. That's it. I will do different versions as time go along. Let me give you that closer look. Simple food, but very, very delicious food. Comfort food.